Rebel control sectors tend to have a lot of automated drones, which I'm not a huge fan of, but we'll do it anyway, just for the sake of hopefully getting into a few more fights. So that store's not going to do me any good. There's some nebulae I can jump into. And then our shields can't hold out, and we get an NG. Hey, little NG, get on the shields, so that you may repair them. So going 7 scrap in the store is going to do me a lot of good. And see, here we go, a bunch of automated drones. This one's trying to fly away. It also has a very terrifying level 2 anti-ship drone. So my first order of business is to take out drone control. I made the right choice by going for the whatchamacallit, the heavy laser, because otherwise I couldn't bust this. So I'm a little surprised that drone's still up. Hopefully it doesn't hurt me too badly. That does hurt a little. Okay, so its FTL's charging. I now have no shields, so what else is new? See, this ship's loadout's just so dangerous that you can't just say, okay, FTL delayed just in the nick of time. That was a really close one. So I took more damage there than I'd like, but at least I managed to get the kill. Didn't really get an opportunity to use my transporter, but only so much you can do about that. Alright. So let me take a quick pause here. I'll be right back. Alright, and quick unpause. There we go. Just had to check and make sure that something wasn't blowing up on me. As tends to happen, not just in this game, but in real life. So there's another store. Let's see if we can get some crap from the quest marker first. Because I may be able to eke out some kind of repair, so... dock with the station, investigate, and we're getting boarded. Wow, we are really getting boarded. So all that means is that we are venting the crap out of this ship. That is actually a lot of people. I'm not used to seeing that many people on a boarding party. And I imagine they are going to fry my cloaking. Maybe... Oh! Barely lives! Alright. And for some reason my pilot didn't evacuate. That's what we call odd. And I should have prevented this room because they may also just take out... Nope. There we go. And you're not going to survive. You're just trying to go back to the room that has air in it. Yeah. So I don't know what the hot button is. Closing all doors. That's opening all doors. Let's close all doors with X. So we got air. We need some repairs, but that's okay. Okay, so my pilot did back up. Oh, I got another crew member. That's why. I thought it was odd. So, there we go. We have more humans. As I've said multiple times before, I'm not a huge fan of having humans as boarding crew members, but if that's what I got, that's what I got. It's not a big deal. But hey, I got a boarding team now. Well, we're going to go to the store up there because I have a feeling all roads will go through those two hazards. So, please tell me I can jump to somewhere else. So drone control, don't need it. LNU would actually be pretty good. Hull missile, I'm going to go ahead and sell you. I guess the question is, do I want another crew member right now? That'd really help with my boarding team, so I'll go ahead and do it. And just repair what I have left. So Jill, you get to be a repair person / backup in case any of these other people die. Okay, good. So I can escape that and go from the distress up here. Because I mean, if any of y'all gone through this achievement before, know that it can get very frustrating because you're walled off by environmental hazards and disasters. Now this exit's really far over, but we're going to play in this nebula. Another automated drone. This is where, once again, the transport isn't so great in rebel sectors because it's just automated drone, automated drone, automated drone, automated drone. So that's a halberd beam, so that can actually cut through me pretty good. So we're going to have to cloak out of it in just a second, more than likely. Unfortunately, I cannot manage to hit. So let's go ahead and just cloak. So I do not want that bleeping thing hitting me. In fact, it's probably a higher priority. Of course, it's got some good dodging going on here, so I will take that, as long as they do not repair too much more. I think that is a one-shot laser. It might not be. And the way it's charging, it's probably going to ouchie me. No, we're good. So there we go. I've learned that if you sit there and try and knock down weapon power too much, it gets to be a bad habit, because then you'll knock out the weapon that you don't want them to be shooting with, take out another weapon, and then suddenly you're getting missiles in your face again. So that's here. We don't want to go through that storm. We're going to go ahead and go with quest marker. I honestly don't think I have that many jumps. Those may not be connected. I know some of you may say, hey, turn on the option that says where things are. I could do that, but I decided a good while ago in the series to turn that off because it makes it more interesting for the series when I don't know. So, free hull repair, free store. That's all good news. I'm pretty good on my stuff, so I'm not going to go for drum control when I have transporter and stuff. So let's see, I probably got 3 jumps, maybe more. If I go to these 2 nebula in here, I should be able to get to the exit in time. So let's try and get as much scrap as we can. A little irritated that I couldn't get the scrap recovery arms, so multiple shooting missiles, or beams, excuse me. Do I want to take this on? Sure, let's take it on. Oh, that was a mistake. But we're going to go for the achievement again because this guy doesn't have a ton of life. So let me just pause this real quick because I want to read up and check and see. Well, actually, I've already read up and checked and saw this before. I do not know if the shots have to land while I'm cloaked or not, but obviously last time it was an impossibility with the way my weapon's charged and how my cloak sat if I fire a bunch of lasers all at once. So I'm going to fire these 2 first, use them and then cloak, and try and maximize my time here. So let's hope this works. Cloak. Mini beam. Stay cloaked, you piece of cloaking cloak. No, this isn't going to work. Because I'm going to knock myself out of cloak the moment I have to get level 3 cloak to do this with shields and slow. Oh, yeah. So I pushed as hard as I could with that one, but just my loadout right now, I have to almost get the mini beam to fire multiple times or have level 3 cloak. So long range scanners, which I can't stack. So Not too awful. Not too great. But I should really be doing things like, I don't need missiles. Let's go ahead and just invest in my ship a little bit. So level 2 shields. That puts me in a really good position here. And between those two jumps, I should be able to get to the exit in time. And look, it's another AI drone with cloaking and big scary lasers. So Rebel sectors, AI drones is exactly as I worried about. I'm not getting a lot of return on investment for my transporter, so I'm not going to be pulling that one again. It looks like I'm going to be fired upon any second now. So what do we do with that missile? We cloak and hope it doesn't hit us, even though it has an 80% chance to. Because my pilot isn't leveling up like a pilot should. Okay, shield's on fire. That's not a bad way to start the day. And I managed to take down the not missile, unfortunately. There we go. Oh well. At least I didn't get fired on by a gigantic, scary-ass hull missile or whatever that was. Just gotta take some time. I can finally jump out of here. I am going to be able to mini-beam to victory. So if I can cloak long enough to get my mini-beam up twice, I can take down some of these less health ships, or if I can get some better weapons that fire all at once. Because you don't need a pre-igniter to get that with the cloaking. It's all about how fast you can fire your shots and keep your cloaking up. So we're going to save, let's see here, probably, let's see here, I may want to save some scrap and see what comes up in another store, because right now my loadout's alright. Got a civilian sector here, so sector 4, 45 minutes in on the run. We're going to see if we can jump one more sector and then just probably split this into 2 parts. It's not a bad plan. We'll never surrender one of ourselves as slavers. I hope I'm never in a position where I have to draw straws for that, but I can see how it happens. So what we're going to do here is same. Wow, that is 3 shields. So I don't think we have much of a choice but to board. So I'm just going to soften you all up a little bit. And then we are going to... I'm going to take some power out of that. Well, no, I really shouldn't do that. I'll take some power out of the engines. Whoa, that was interesting. Well, switcheroo action. I'm going to see if I can take out their weapons this time. A little bit of micromanaging here and hope we get some good dodge odds up. There we go. Didn't deactivate the missile in time, but it won't matter. I guess I need to get some reactor power for my, well, let's see here. I need to get some reactor power for my engines, and then I need to up my mid-base some. But we're going to go fight through these first areas, and because if there's a really good weapon, like any kind of 2-shot or 3-shot laser, it'll be great to get a burst laser too. But any of those kind of lasers will do very nicely. So I'm actually going to pull my scrap here, because there's not too much that can threaten me with the boarding crew that I have right now. So this one probably is going to have a nasty drone floating around. Yeah. Multiple drones. But I have level 2 shields now, so I'm not as concerned as maybe I would have been. So yeah, let's fire on you guys. The anti-ship drone doesn't really scare me, although I don't like having Okay, well good. Let's set everything on fire. Let's go ahead and send our one person here to repair. So right now these guys cannot hurt me. I think that is a level 2 defense drone, so. And all I'm doing here is trying to get my beam to shoot all 3 of those people. There we go. So now that I'm not that scared of you guys, let's go beat you up. Gotta be careful here because I could take out the entire ship, so let's not get cute. 1 down, 2 down. I really hope those are trash people outside and not somebody trying to do something stupid. Just quick cloak just because I don't like having everything dying. There we go, 43 scrap, and then wow, that was a really good fight to be in. For all the scrap I got. But I'll just go there and then go to the store just because stick to the plan, man. Because if there's multiple weapons that I can get, like if I can replace the mini beam with a pike beam or replace one of the heavy lasers with any kind of 2-shot laser, it's going to be a good day. Okay. Don't really have a need for you, mercenary. So let's just fight. Okay, so that's a pike beam, and I'm not sure if that's an ion 1 or an ion 2, but either way, it is bad news. So I'm going to try and take down the weapons here first again. Hopefully they don't... Okay, so they're going to take out my shields. I'm going to try and soften up that mantis. One way to do that is by setting him on fire. There we go. So we'll just let that burn a little bit, because that pike beam actually cannot hurt me. Not going to accept that, although that's not a terrible offer. But let's go ahead and just... Since nothing's on fire, somehow my lasers managed to extinguish any fire that was in there. See, 47 scrap, that's what we want. Everything else is just gravy. With the boarding strategy, you can get all kinds of goodies. But now, we gotta hit the store. So 243 scrap is a lot more than what I was starting with going in there. But there's nothing really for me to buy, so... It's gonna keep pooling. I'm gonna buy... Let's buy some reactor power. And that'll do for now. Maybe up my medbay one, just to make the stuff go faster. 150 scrap's pretty good to sit on if I can find another store. So just trying to get more fights. There we go. That is a lot of missiles. I do not like seeing that. Plus they have a medbay, so I have to be very cautious here when I try and board them. And they have 3 shields. So there's a lot of options for me to screw this up. And I think those 2 missiles already fired, so... Yeah, this is what we call let's run. And this is where you're kind of in the mid-game for this, and suddenly the weapons that were really effective for you before are not so effective now. But if I can just manage to knock out a few more things, if I can manage to dodge that, that'd be amazing. Weird that I only have 30% dodge. Of course it's going to go into my shields instead, so what can you do? I'll go ahead and see what level medbay they have here. Good. Engine's on fire. That's what we like to see. Oh, I can cloak this! Yes! So one more shot probably, and then... Defense drone Mark II. That's actually pretty good to sell. Yeah, I'd kind of just like this fight to end. I mean, if you can get something that you can sell for that much... I mean, some people really like the defense drone, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of them. So attack the pirate. Hey, look, it's not a mantis person at all. Oh my god, I'm being boarded. How funny is that? So all I've got to do in this case is take out their medbay. Okay, so I don't want to get halberd beams, so I'll stop that now. Go ahead and evacuate you. Alright, we give up. We're terrible at this piracy. Too bad. It is true that you're terrible pirates, but... Okay, are you going to suffocate anytime soon? Okay. So now the rock... Why is that rock person running from fire? He's immune to fire. Never really understood the AI there. That's one reason the rock beast is so hard to unlock, is that everybody's programmed. Hull Smasher Laser Mark II. That is a ridiculous weapon. Whew. I mean, that is some good stuff to build up towards. I will need to get, it's 3 shots, it's 15 seconds, it's 3 power instead of 2, but it does double damage. So that's the kind of thing you can get that achievement with, so that's the kind of weapon I need. So let's start by getting my guys off the burning boat, which somebody took a surprising amount of damage. So I'm sitting on a lot of scrap, and this is why I wanted to see if another store could offer me another better weapon or not. And so far, the stores have not been terribly kind to me. So we're going to sell this defense drone, which I thought would sell for more. I could sell the heavy laser. Let's see here first off. I'd need to get 2 more weapon power and 2 more reactor power to effectively use this. So yeah, I can fire 5 laser shots now. Pretty nice, if I do say so myself. So we can now sell heavy laser. Got more scrap to sit on. Might just do a little bit of repair here. Now I do want another beam if I can possibly swing it. But I think, let's see here. Store-wise, ship-wise, let's go ahead and get level 3 cloaking. And that's only because I am shooting for an unlock on this run. Don't really need level 3 cloaking, it's just nice to have. So yeah, I will save some scrap for if... oh, Maxwell probably needs healing, but hopefully he doesn't die this time. Asteroid Belt, our beam weapon can cut it out, and there we go. Back to 100 scrap. So, Max, go fix yourself. You're an NG, I'm not even sure why that works for you, but it does. So what this means now is that if I'm going to be going for that achievement, I need to have... Probably need something bigger than the mini-beam, to be honest. Okay, so I may be making an early exit from this sector, because I'm not going there. So, no other purpose other than 20 points. Yeah, since I doubt those are connected, I really don't want to run into the fleet, even with my new fancy weapon. Alright, drone parts. 48 scrap, that's the event we were looking for. So we got 153 scrap. We're about to go into the next sector. I could get more shields. That's probably a wise idea, but I want to see... I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next sector, and let's do the lower civilian sector just so we have more options. And all I want to do is just see, is there a store right next to us? Because if there is, I'll save my scrap, and there is. So let's go ahead and see if the store is, and we'll call this an episode. Because it may have a weapon for me. So... No, still no weapons. Alright, but it really wants to give me drone control. And I've gotten some decent drone stuff so far, but I'm just going to stick with what I got for now. And we're going to call it a time, at least for now, with this run. About an hour in, Sector 5, going smoothly. Biggest goals to unlock the Stealth B. Getting a win would be nice. And so far, I'm in pretty good position to do so, and I'm going to go ahead and up my shields. So, hope you all enjoyed, and next time we'll see if we can get the Stealth B. Take care.